Ami here. Today I have a bunch of merch as well as a couple of figures that I am beyond excited for, so let's go check them out. So starting off with merch as usual, I have a Webtoons box here, and it's actually a package from a Korean proxy service that I use to order goods from Korea. And I'm a big fan of webtoons and manhwas in general, but Your Throne, which is where these plushies I'm about to show you are from, is one of my favorites. So when I saw these plushies up for pre-order, I knew I had to get them, even though it's a bit expensive to import goods from Korea to my country. But I just really needed to get them. I needed them in my hands. They come with little outfits that are from the series, and they're so pretty. Look at how beautiful they are. And here's my girl Medea. She's all dressed up. She is looking very pretty, and I love the stars in her eyes. It is very cute and very sparkly, but I am not 100% sure that I put on her bonnet correctly. I went back and forth quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but this is what I'm gonna stick with for now. And we also have Psyche here, my girl Psyche. So cute. I love the heart theme she has going on here, like her pupils as well as the shape of her mouth. So cute. And they also come with these certificates. Pretty neat. Overall, these plushies are very, very cute and very high quality. The plushies themselves are really soft, and the outfits are so beautifully detailed and very nicely designed. Honestly, I'm not really a dress-up doll kind of girl, but this got me. This is pretty great, not gonna lie. 100% worth it, no regrets. So while we're still on the topic of webtoons and manhwas, I also picked up a tapestry of another one of my favorite series. This is Penelope from Villains Are Destined to Die. And this tapestry is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be the same size as a different tapestry that I got of Medea a while back, but it's whatever. The art is gorgeous and the quality is impeccable, so amazing purchase. Next up, I got a bunch of Final Fantasy music boxes from Ami Ami, and I got all the ones from this batch because I legit love all of these tracks so much, especially this Final Fantasy VIII one. It is one of my personal favorite songs, as well as the Final Fantasy XIII one. Just so nostalgic to me. Plus, they're all really pretty, so I had no choice but to get them all. Moving on to figures, we're gonna start off with the Honkai Impact 3rd Asteroid Series minifigures. And I remember saying in the past that I didn't really like these, but I think it's just because I didn't really like chibi designs in general, other than like Nendoroids. But I don't know, they've kind of grown on me a lot since then. So I did pick one up of Kiana and one of Sushang. and they are adorable, but they are pretty expensive for what you're paying for them. They're like Nendoroid prices, but without any additional accessories or any like posability. So they're just like static figures, which is fine, but for that price, it's pretty expensive, not gonna lie. So I did have all of them pre-ordered at some point, but I ended up just narrowing it down to these two, Kiana and Sushang, because it wasn't really worth getting all of them. Like, they're cute, but I wouldn't say they're worth what they're charging, at least on like AmiAmi and other overseas stores. Still cute though. Next up, I have another pair of figures, and these are the Kakegurui Nendoroids, and I have Yumeko and Mary here. So Yumeko was a re-release, and I got her a couple of months ago, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep this at first because honestly the faceplates are kind of off-putting to me, but then they announced Mary and I really wanted Mary. So I ended up deciding to keep Yumeko, but I'll just use her default face, which is fine to me. It's just like her gambling faces are the ones that are like, I don't like it. Like, it just looks weird in Nendoroid form, I think, because like the anime and like the scale figure I think looks fine. I mean, this one looks fine, kind of. I think it's the lips, honestly. But yeah, she doesn't really come with that many accessories. She comes with a couple of cards and this stack of cash that I cannot get her to hold on to, as well as her name tag. So yeah, not a lot going on here, but Mary has a lot less going on accessories wise. But the trade-off is that she does get like an additional faceplate, and I like hers a lot more than Yumeko's. Specifically this blushing one I think is really cute. However, mine did come with a little paint defect, which is really tragic. But honestly, it's not gonna stop me from using this. Of the two, I definitely like Mary's Nendoroid a lot more, and it feels like Yumeko is really just there because I want her to go with the Mary Nendo. So yeah, mixed feelings about Yumeko, which kind of sucks because I do really like Yumeko as a character. I don't know. Next up, we have something a little different for me. I got a prize figure. This is the Relax Time series from Bandai, and I picked one up of my girl Elsa from ReZero. She does have like a scale figure up for pre-order right now, but honestly it looks terrible to me, and I think the prize figure looks way better. So I picked her up from a US retailer, so she was a little more expensive. I think she was like $25. But yeah, for a prize figure, she's pretty great. The only flaw that I saw were a couple of seam lines and this black mark on her foot. But for a prize figure, I wasn't really expecting perfection, but it is really nice for what it is, and I'm really glad I picked this up. Love Elsa. I think she deserves more figures that don't look terrible. Hopefully one comes out in the future. Alright, so I actually filmed most of this video like weeks ago, and I just never released it because I was waiting on this next figure. I did get it a while back, but I did have to like get a replacement because my figure was defective. It was the Good Smile Nia figure, which was very unfortunate, but luckily Good Smile did acknowledge that it was defective, so they did send me a replacement part, which did take a couple of weeks to get here, but she's here now, so let's check it out. So here is Nia fully assembled. I did get her from Good Smile Global, and she cost around 28,000 yen, which is just under 200 US dollars. So she's not cheap, which makes receiving a defective figure even worse. Like, I'll give it to customer service for being pretty great, but unfortunately, I had another issue regarding the replacement that they sent. And basically, so my issue is that the arm wouldn't go in to the designated slot, like it won't go in, and all they sent was a replacement arm, which wasn't really the issue. The main issue is that the peg won't go inside the slot because the slot has like excessive plastic blocking the way, so it won't stay in. I did manage to kind of like force it in a little bit so that it won't fall off immediately, but you can tell that it's sagging a lot and it's really wobbly, and I don't know, just a tiny bump will cause it to fall off. You can see the peg clearly sticking out a lot, and just by the marks left on it when I take it out, you can see it doesn't even go halfway in. It's like literally like 1/4 of the way in, maybe 1/3 of the way in. It's basically doing nothing. Yeah, they didn't really solve my issue, so that's really disappointing. But yeah, I'm gonna stop being negative, but yeah, positive points. Face looks great. I love her hair as well. It looks amazing. I should point out that she does come with 2 support rods, and you definitely need one of them. For me, it's like the left one, the one that holds up the left hair. It's really heavy and she leans that way a lot if you don't use it. But the one on the right, I feel like it doesn't really do anything. Like, I extended it all the way, but maybe I'm wrong. It is confusing to put together, so I'm still gonna use it just because I'm scared, but I feel like the one on the left is the only one you really need. But anyways, back to talking about the good points. I also love how her outfit came out. I love the metallic paint, and the red ropes really pop, which is really nice. And I always thought her shoes were a little silly, but they did come out great on the figure, so plus points for that as well. Honestly, I have to give it to her ears. They are adorable. Not to sound like a furry though, but you gotta admit, it does look cute. So overall, I do still think that the figure is great. However, because I did get a defective figure, my disappointment kind of outweighs my excitement at the moment. Still a great figure, just hope you get a good one, I guess. But moving on to more exciting stuff, we have one of my most anticipated figures of this year. It's not the most, but like one of, and it is the China Dress Amelia figure. If you guys know me, I love Amelia. She is so pretty and one of my favorite characters. But yeah, she was just under $200. I think she was like 27,000 some yen, so just a tiny bit cheaper than Nia. And the turnaround period between pre-orders going up and the figure actually releasing was really quick. It was like a couple of months, which is really nice. And I was lucky enough to get the first batch of pre-orders. But anyways, let's check out Amelia because she looks amazing. So let's start off with the base. I love the design. It's pretty compact for what it is and what they're going for. One thing to note is that the lamp doesn't actually light up, which I'm completely fine with. I realize I don't really use them as much as I think I would. But honestly, the best thing about it is that it's not any bigger than it has to be. It's the perfect size to hold Amelia in place. Who, by the way, looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, out of all of Amelia's figures, I think she's definitely in the top 3, with number 1 being the original Eastream Crystal dress, and then maybe number 2 being the Alpha Omega Amelia, or this one. So yeah, I think within the top 3, definitely. She is so beautiful. To how her hair flows in the wind, to how ornate her headpieces are, and to how beautiful and gorgeous and stunning her outfit is. Like, I'm kind of shook that this figure is as nice as it is, like, because of that short turnaround period. Like, we only waited a couple of months for this compared to like the year or years we wait for like a majority of other figures that may or may not turn out that great, like comparatively. Like, I don't know, I'm like really happy with how this came out, and definitely one of the best purchases of the year so far. So happy with this one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for this video. Sorry it took so long for this to come out. I was waiting for Nia, and I was also working on another video that should come out while I am traveling sometime in August, so like really soon. But yeah, just a quick update for the next couple of weeks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!